Sunderland beat Chelsea 2-1 at Stamford Bridge to move second on the league table. It was a big win for the visitors as they came back from a goal down to humble Enzo Maresca's Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Here are the 7 things we learned from this game. Before we continue, comment the country you're watching from. I'm curious how global this fan base is. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe. We break down every Chelsea game with raw honesty. Let's get into it. Number 1, Sunderland deserved the win. Sunderland's 2-1 victory at Stamford Bridge wasn't a fluke. It was earned. They pressed intelligently, defended with steel, and struck when it mattered. Their manager's tactical setup nullified Chelsea's possession play, forcing errors in midfield. With this result, Sunderland climbed to second in the Premier League table, proving their fine form this season is no coincidence. From Wilson Isidore's equalizer to Chempsdine Talby's 93rd minute winner, Sunderland showed maturity, structure, and a belief often missing in newly promoted or mid-table sides. They were composed in defense and ruthless in attack, the hallmark of a team ready to compete at the top. Number 2, Chelsea were terrible. If you're a Chelsea fan, this match was painful to watch. The Blues looked drained, confused, and strangely complacent. For a team chasing the league title, the performance lacked intensity, coordination, and hunger. Sunderland didn't just outplay Chelsea, they outworked them. The energy gap was staggering. Passes went astray, challenges were half-hearted, and the players looked mentally checked out long before Talby's late strike. The body language said it all. Shoulders slumped, heads dropped. It wasn't just a bad day at the office, it was a warning that Chelsea's mentality isn't where it needs to be. Number 3, Chelsea's attack was dead. Chelsea's front line was invisible. Mark Gui, starting as the main striker, barely touched the ball in dangerous areas. João Pedro, meant to be the creative spark, looked lost, a shadow of the player who once excited fans with flair and urgency. For the past 2 months, his performances have dipped alarmingly. The combination play between the attackers lacked purpose and understanding. No movement, no chemistry, no bite. Despite dominating possession, Chelsea failed to produce meaningful shots on goal. The build-up was slow, predictable, and sterile. Sunderland's defenders, to their credit, found it easy to contain them. Without a functioning attack, Chelsea looked toothless, a team that could pass for hours without ever looking like scoring. Number 4, the substitutes couldn't change the game. When things started falling apart, manager Enzo Maresca turned to his bench for inspiration, but it never came. Estelle Vaughan Willian, Jamie Giddens, and Tyreek George all came on, yet none managed to influence the match. The tempo stayed flat, creativity remained non-existent. The subs looked disconnected from the game's rhythm, almost as if they didn't understand the urgency of the situation. In contrast, Sunderland's substitutions added fresh energy and structure. Every change seemed to strengthen their shape. It's becoming a trend under Maresca. His in-game adjustments rarely change the tide. For a coach praised for a tactical flexibility, his substitutions have lately been worryingly ineffective. Number 7, Chelsea can't win the league with that defense. Let's be honest, Chelsea's title dreams are built on sand if this defense continues to crumble. The weakest link is undoubtedly the center defense. Fullbacks like Reece James and Marc Cucurella consistently perform, but the center-back rotation is a nightmare. From Tosin Adarabioyo to Trevoh Chalobah, Wesley Fofana, and Benoit Badiashile, none have provided the leadership and calm that once defined Chelsea's backline. Gone are the days of John Terry, Ricardo Carvalho, and Gary Cahill, defenders who bled for the badge and marshaled the defense like generals. What remains now are error-prone individuals who struggle under pressure. Every time an opponent pushes high, Chelsea's backline panics. There's no coordination, no communication. It's why Sunderland's winner looked inevitable. A cross, a scramble, a failure to clear, and punishment. Number 6, Chalobah and Tosin are a defensive disaster. Still on the subject of defense, the pairing of Trevoh Chalobah and Tosin Adarabioyo has been disastrous. It's an experiment that needs to end fast. Both players share the same weaknesses: poor anticipation, lapses in concentration, and indecisive positioning. Tosin, in particular, has had a horror start to the season. He's often caught flat-footed, too slow to react, and hesitant in tackles. Chalobah hasn't been much better. His confidence has dipped since returning from injury, and his recent mistakes, including a needless red card earlier in the season, have cost Chelsea dearly. When paired together, their flaws multiply. They don't complement each other. Instead, they expose the team. Meanwhile, young Josh Achampong and Badiashile, when used, have shown promise, composure, aggression, and an understanding of Chelsea's defensive DNA. It's time Maresca stopped rewarding mediocrity and started rewarding merit. Number 7, Chelsea lack leadership and mental steel. Perhaps the most worrying takeaway is the absence of leaders. There's talent, yes, but no voice, no authority, no spine. When Sunderland equalized, Chelsea's response was passive. No one rallied the team or raised the tempo. When Talby's late winner hit the net, the reaction wasn't fury or fight, it was resignation. Chelsea once prided itself on warriors, players like Drogba, Lampard, Terry, and Cech, who refused to accept defeat. Today's squad feels emotionally fragile. The youngsters look up to nobody because there's no one to lead by example. Maresca's tactical project depends heavily on discipline and mental toughness, yet the team currently lacks both. When under pressure, they crumble. When chasing a game, they panic. Until Chelsea rediscover that killer mentality, they will remain a talented side, but not a championship one. Final thoughts, the 1-2 loss to Sunderland was more than just 3 points dropped. It was a mirror reflecting Chelsea's deeper problems. Sunderland, by contrast, looked like the hungrier, better drilled, and more confident side. Their rise to second place is no accident. It's the result of structure, chemistry, and fight. Chelsea, meanwhile, remain a puzzle, full of promise but lacking balance and belief. If Maresca doesn't fix the defense, reignite the attack, and instill leadership soon, this season could slip away fast. Stamford Bridge has seen worse days, but few as sobering as this one.